Well, as temperatures continue to drop throughout the tri-state, we're hearing from a nurse practitioner on the warning signs of hypothermia and frostbite. Our Alexis Martin sat down with family nurse practitioner Sue Ellen Dye to hear how you can prepare yourself for the sub-zero temperatures this week.
Says standing outside in this cold can become dangerous after just 15 minutes. She says wearing layers of clothing is just one step that you can take to stay safe this week. Piles of snow still fill many parking lots after a winter storm hit the tri-state 2 weeks ago. Now dangerously low temperatures are moving in. Sue Ellen Dye, a family nurse practitioner at Care First Urgent Care in Hyde Park, says you need to be prepared for the cold every time you leave your home.
Your skin should never be exposed in these temperatures, so something should be covering all the way to your wrist, your hands covered. The biggest parts are your hands, your feet, your nose, your head.
Dye says hypothermia is a concern with low temperatures because it can happen quickly. She says hypothermia happens when your body temperature drops below 95 degrees. Dye recommends wearing a thermal layer with your normal clothes on top, and then your outer layer. She advises a coat, gloves, a hat, a face mask, and waterproof boots. Dye says hypothermia sets in gradually, and you may not even realize it's happening until it's too late.
Neurologically, you can have some confusion, some clumsiness, memory loss, those kind of things. Respiratory-wise, slowed, shallow breathing can happen.
Dye says another major concern with the cold is frostbite. She says first you will have frost nip, which is discoloration and numbness in your fingers or toes. According to Dye, if you don't warm up, you could develop frostbite, which is when you should see a doctor.
You may develop a burning sensation, red hot sensation, and even blisters.
Dye says circulation is a big factor in hypothermia, so you should stay hydrated and avoid drinking alcohol or anything that lowers your circulation. Dye says if you see someone you believe has hypothermia, you should call 911.
Really being outside in this temperature that we're about to hit, 14, 15 degrees, really need to limit the time that you're outside. It can happen very quickly.
Dye says every time you leave the house, you should be dressed like you could be going out for a long period of time because you never know what could happen and you want to be prepared for anything when you're out in this cold. Reporting in Queensgate with photojournalist Philip Krinsky, I'm Alexis Martin, Fox 19 Now.
All right, Alexis, thank you. Well, with these extreme temperatures, the city of Cincinnati is extending its warming shelter hours at the OTR Recreation Center. The center will now stay open from 6:15 a.m. to 6:45 p.m. both tomorrow and Tuesday. Transportation to and from the overnight winter shelter on Guest Street will also be available, and breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be provided. Ahead of the first alert weather days this week, we want to make sure you download our Fox Alert weather app. It's free to download. We will send you audible alerts to any active weather. You can also keep track of your 7-day forecast at any time. You can download the app by scanning the QR code you see there on your screen.